All right, here we are at the new solar shed. The first video and the first problem we're going to run into is we really need some power here at the shed. So I just kind of threw a bunch of stuff in here, but let me show you what we've got, what kind of mess we got going on here. And then we're going to get to the core of this video, which is this eco-worthy new solar panel. This is what we're here to talk about today. All right, but before we get started, let me show you the beginnings of the solar shed and what kind of mess we got going on in here. I just threw a whole bunch of stuff in here as I came in, and I haven't done any rearrangement of it. As you can see, there's old bicycles from the people who were here before. I've got my old desk in here, a big screen printing press, and there's some old furniture and stuff. It looks really run down. There's no insulation, there's no air conditioning, and believe it or not, there is a couple of light circuits up here, but none of them go anywhere except down to that box down there that has a beehive in it. There is also a light on the outside of this door that's just been patched up, but there's nothing there. No electrical whatsoever. So we're going to start by getting some electrical in here because we can't just only work during the day when it's hot out. So let me show you what I brought over here, and then we can figure out how we're going to get this hooked up. So what I brought over here, that's a really bad view because you can't see anything. So what I brought over here is the eco-worthy portable, this portable eco-worthy 2000 watt. Is this 2000 or 3000 watt? Heck, I don't even remember anymore. This eco-worthy 2000 watt portable, almost all in one. So it has everything in it but the battery. So what I'm going to do is take these two Chinese batteries, connect them together to make 24 volts. Since this is a 24 volt system, I am going to take the solar connections and connect up this new solar panel. Now let's talk a little bit about this solar panel. This is the new eco-worthy Eco SM BM 195 watt solar panel. It is 195 watts. It is a monocrystalline with a VOC of 21.2 volts, 11.6 amps, a maximum power voltage of 18.3, and 10.9 amps plus or minus 3%. Max system voltage 1,000 watts, or excuse me, 1,000 volts, and max series fuse is 18 amps. Its dimensions are basically 58.8 inches by 26 inches by 1.37 inches deep. Here's the part that's really cool about it. It is only 23 pounds. This is a really lightweight 195 watt solar panel, and I really like it. The other ideal thing about it is it's perfect for the all-in-one that we received from them. So all we'll do is add the battery, the 24 volt battery to this, and we'll connect this solar panel and those batteries, and we should have everything we need. USB ports, a little light, emergency light, some AC power with a couple of outlets here, and 2,000 watts. And this should be more than enough to power us up while we build out the solar shed and get some bigger systems installed and get some air conditioning and that kind of stuff installed. And so this is what we're going to use in the meantime. So let's get to the build, and I'll show you how that goes. So I'm thinking to start off in this corner over here, in this back corner, and that way I can just lean that panel against that fence spout there. So I'm just going to take all of this stuff that's over here and clean out some of this stuff. And like I said, this is a complete disaster in here. This was left a really bad mess by the renters. So I don't have much choice but to do a little cleaning here. So hopefully I'll zoom through some of this for you guys so you don't have to watch it all. All right, these cords are really good. So what I'm gonna do is just set this off to the side here. So I gotta run all the way down there and plug in. So I'm gonna set them up there off to the side. I'm gonna hook these two up. I'll start with that one. And then I'm gonna go get me I need a resistor to charge the capacitors in there. And normally, you'd use a resistor like this to touch this to it and charge up the capacitors. Very fortunately on this one, you have a plug and an off-on switch. So I'm just gonna twist this on here like normal and tighten these up first. And I don't need to pre-charge the capacitors. Tighten that up. Tighten that up. Positive to negative, positive to positive, negative to negative. Double check everything, make sure you're happy. Turn the power on. It comes on, it says we got 26.6 volts. And then I'm going to hit AC. AC comes on, that's a good sign. I hear it click. It says it's providing 0 watts, that's good. Now we're going to connect this up some solar panels. Let's just check this light. The light works as I would expect it to. And then I'm going to hook this up a light up here. This is just a makeshift light to kind of give us some visibility. Plug it in right here. And we have good light now, and it says we're pulling 21 watts. All right, so at least now we have some light. Now let's get some solar panels hooked up. We have our I'm going to leave the wires all curled up back here. This is not bifacial, even though it is open on the back. And I'm going to connect and I'm going to lean that at a decent angle to get not a perfect sun, but a decent amount of sun. And I'm going to come over here and check the input. And we are showing 83 watts, 87 watts, 89 watts, 90. Looks like we got about 97 watts coming in right now. That's great. I can turn off the AC power since I don't need it. And there we go. We have solar system. Let's check all the connections. We have emergency lighting here. We have real lighting. We got some basic real lighting here, which we will route into the other one. And this confirms, for those of you that have watched the video on the 2000 watt inverter, this confirms that this panel with an output of 21.2 volts short circuit and 18.3 volts operating will charge a 24 volt battery, which means it is up volting it to get it in there. And you don't have a minimum shutoff voltage that is below what that thing registers, which is 12 volts, amazingly. So that's great news. So anyway, I hope this helps. Again, this is the eco-worthy model Eco 5M BM195W N-type monocrystalline, and it only weighs 23.15 pounds. It's super duper light, with dimensions of 59 inches tall and 26 inches wide approximately. and nice and lightweight, easy to move around. We'll see you on the next video.